traders and friends. I'm going to do a quick evening video here. Be sure and hit like at the bottom on the YouTube page and make some comments at the bottom if you can, what you're seeing in the markets and ideas and maybe even stock ideas and stuff. I'd appreciate the feedback. And I'll add you to my list and stuff, and maybe we can throw back ideas back and forth. But at any rate, we saw a nice bull rally at the end of the day into Netflix and IBM's earnings this evening. And IBM right now looks like it's trading a little bit lower, just ever so slightly, but Netflix had a really nice beat, and largely based on earnings expansion, and the price to earnings ratio is going to be in the 20s now, so there could actually be some more upside tomorrow on Netflix. At any rate, I got a new study here I just recently got, and we do have a gap right above us here on the SPY, and we closed right on this downtrend line on the 1-hour chart today. And we were getting some bullish signals across the board in the financials, the bonds, and the currencies. And then after hours, we even heard that the API crude inventories, there was a big draw on crude, so that's going to even cause the crude to quite possibly go up higher tomorrow. Important to note, the big bank stock, Goldman Sachs, reported their earnings this morning, and initially the markets sold off a little bit, and we had a little bit of volatility at the open. But if you notice the financials, they rallied the rest of the day today, and that's very good considering we're just getting past the earnings season, and the earnings were so-so, but we're still finding buyers at these high levels in the financials. What really helped the financials today were interest rates. They got a gap up today, and they hardly looked back at all, and they rallied for the most of the day, and that drove bonds lower. So that was quite good for the financials. Another thing, when Yellen came out with her announcement, and what really shocked me in her announcement, she started talking about an ultimate goal of 3% now for the prime rate, and that's the first time I've heard her actually say that. It's been about 2% up till this point, and the markets really liked hearing that. And she was saying also multiple increases, a few increases throughout each year, and what we saw was a nice bid in the dollar right that last hour trade right after she did her announcement, and that's, maybe this is a one day off, but it's something to really watch for tomorrow. See if we can get some continuation off that move. Now, a little slight more bearish view on the markets is your Russell 2000, and those are supposed to be the ones that are most impacted by the Trump policies. So I don't know, but we have crossed out of this uptrend a few days ago, and we're holding up here pretty good here right now, and this is largely impacted by your regional banks and some biotech. But today it did manage to come back. And as you can see on this chart here, we came right up to resistance and closed. So it's all going to be about if we can get continuation in the Yellen effect. And right now things are looking pretty bullish. The volumes are really coming in there at the end of the day. So I am looking for continuation higher tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. The Qs, your Nasdaqs, you had Netflix come out tonight, and they had a nice little pop after hours, and that was driving the other FANG stocks into the close too. And what we see here on this 1-hour chart here, that we came right up to this descending trend line, and it really looks like with the Netflix results, unless something happens on their earnings call, we should get a nice little pop tomorrow morning. Basically, when I came in today, I knew Netflix was trading this evening, and I wanted to have exposure to FANG stocks. I didn't know which way Netflix was going to go. I had a slight biased to the upside on Netflix, which I'm glad that's what happened. But so what I did instead of actually trading Netflix, I wanted to trade stocks off my Bollinger Band squeeze alert, and that way I can didn't have to pay the high premiums for the Netflix, and I could get the moves in the other FANG stocks to go with Netflix. So I actually added Amazon and Google today, and I looked at Priceline. One of the guys in my room, they suggested getting Priceline, and I that's a beast. It's hard for me to trade. Bottom line is this scan that I've got right here. These are very good prospects for nice moves into this earnings season if you can get a news event to drive these stocks higher. And in addition to this scan here I am trading some momentum stocks, and I did add Microsoft calls and Nvidia calls um, on that potential trend breakout on the Qs. So that's just some ideas that I've got, and I do think that we're going to have a pretty good day tomorrow in the Qs. Um, but you have to always be careful when you have Yellen's speech. The very next day is the one that's going to define your trend, typically. The first day is the initial reaction, and a lot of times the market makers will come in and just clean you out. So that's something to be aware of tomorrow. I do think there's enough positive things setting up for tomorrow that we should have a good positive day tomorrow. So that's just a few of my ideas, and hope you all have a safe trading environment, and try to see you tomorrow. Thanks.